In this section, we move from a focus on the general duties and general roles into the really specific duty around solvency and the function of audit and monitoring. We do that because of its particular importance in corporate governance. Again, I kind of caught between overstressing this, but I think it would be remiss of us not to look at this monitoring and control role of directors, both because of its importance under our legal structure and also how it is in the kind of dominant thinking around what a board should do and a key role of the board. And so that's what we're here to have a look at, about that audit and control function and the specific duty on directors around solvency. So let's get to it. Put it in a bit of context, we've got to start by thinking about this key role of the board and officers in monitoring the organisation. You'll remember earlier on we looked at Bob Tricker's model about what a board should be doing, and that there's this key internal role where we review what has happened. We monitor and supervise. So monitoring and supervising is both by the directors of management, but also management or officers of the organisation. So that's one of the key roles that boards are seen to fulfil. And you can see it here again in terms of the clear board functions, a different way of thinking about the board roles. Really importantly though, monitoring is not only important in its own right, but monitoring is important to understand strategy, to know how the CEO is going, to make sure our risk processes are in place, and to exercise control. So monitoring is an essential activity that allows us to carry out a wide range of functions in the organisation. Key part of monitoring is making sure that we have systems and processes that allow us to be sure of the information that we're getting. And that's often called internal controls. So there, as it's got here, the system of rules and procedures that govern our operational behaviour. So internal controls include things like procedures and manuals. You know, how do we approve expenses? It includes how we induct and train people in these procedures. It includes checking both through internal and external audit of these processes and procedures to make sure that we have that clarity about our information. We also get internal control through regular reporting and an ability to access the information that we need. So that means being able to access management, but also that people in the organisation can provide relevant information when they need it. And we've seen a great increase in importance in whistleblower policies and having a back channel for people to be able to report negative information in an organisation. At the heart of this is developing a healthy culture that ensures we have an ethical system in place, but also one where we're confident about the information that we're receiving.